What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Realistic Career Mode. It's episode number 7, and it's the season finale today as we will play our final 6 Premier League games on the back of the controversial loss to Brighton in that last game. Right now in the relegation zone, but only in it by goal difference, and it's so tight at the bottom right now. I'd say anyone from Everton in 15th all the way to Southampton to 20th will be relegated. So 6 teams, 3 relegation spots, 3 will be safe. Hopefully, it will be us as well. Our first and final 6, tough one, Liverpool at home. I feel confident as well. You can probably tell in my voice. I feel optimistic, positive, and yeah, I think even though we are starting in the relegation zone in this final 6-game run-in, the reason I feel confident is because if you look at the final 6 games, other than this game against Liverpool, it's Alisson. Denies El Canus. They're all what you call winnable. No one expects us to win this game. We've got Forest, Wolves, Ipswich, Southampton and Bournemouth. And all 5 of those teams are what you call beatable sides. Are we underdogs in a few of them? Yeah. But we still could get the win. Salah, great ball through. Look, man. Is he going to celebrate? Is he going to celebrate? Yes, he is. I wish that EA would improve the awareness of certain players when they score against a former team, because the AI will never show respect. They'll always do the celebration, but whether he would in real life or not, I don't know. But the former Fox Lookman gives Liverpool the lead. He's 15th in 30 games. To be fair, he was only on loan for a year with Leicester, Lookman, but he had a really solid year at the King Power, and put it this way, I could really do with him back in my team this season, considering the fact we are the league's lowest scorers. 44 minutes in, Dominic denied what would have been the second, but it's one of those games where, even though I'm a goal down, I often say when I'm leading by 1, I never feel comfortable. When I'm trailing by 1, I don't feel confident getting back into it if I'm playing like this. I've had no chances. Yeah, second goal's coming, definitely. It's one of those games. It's one of those games. It might be Lookman for the second, and it is. And it is. Double for Ademola, who has come on leaps and bounds in the recent years, and fair play to him, because he's really kicked on in his development. He's what you call a late bloomer. Ademola Lookman, and he's just got a second. Of all the players to inflict a double on us today, it's one of our former players. 2 of this game's over. As Vardy has slipped through, he says, Gaffer, no it's not. No it's not indeed. Jamie Vardy, evergreen, 38, gets us right back in it. I haven't given him a 1-year extension yet because I'm waiting to see if he's going to retire, but that's his 5th of the year now in 18 games. A few of those have come from the bench as well. I mean, even at his ripe old age, even with his decreasing stats, he can still hit the back of the net, and I think he always will until he hangs them up, both in real life and in the save as well. He's given us a glimmer of hope, but unfortunately, it's, I was going to say almost dashed. What a game today. 28 minutes to go. I see there being a 4th goal, but at this point it could be a dagger or it could be a leveller. Oh, there's the answer. Mads, how many times have I glazed you, bro? He's had some hours this year though, and that's another one to add to the collection. Oh, so let me ball through. It's going to be 4. Oh, come on. It might have gone in anyway, but Cody Gakpo's claiming it, though I'm not sure it would have gone in had it not been for that giant deflection of giant Yannick Vestergaard. 4-1, that's probably going to do it with 15 to play. Hopefully the goal difference doesn't get even worse than this, but not quite the start we were hoping to our final 6 games. I said it though, this was the most difficult of the final 6, so just good to get out of the way straight away. So just finished the scouting for the year, 1 player making the academy, and that's done for the 9-month mission. And heading to the following game, we dropped to bottom place in the table for the first time in the save, but not panicking. We've got a game in hand and 2 games in hand on Fulham in 17th as well. We are now 5 off safety though, so if we are going to survive, I think we might need to win 3 of those 5, and let's start with 1 here. Probably the easiest game remaining. Southampton coming to the King Power, not rock bottom like in real life, that's us now, but a win here will at least jump us up to 19th place. Come on the Foxes, he can't lose this game, we're definitely going down. Yeah, this is the game for sure. If we lose this, we're going down, no doubt. He's on there, Duracim. He's on. He's been kept on side. Oh, it's going to be an easy finish. It's one of those moments where the keeper refuses to come off his line. And I've said this before, EA have got to fix the bug. Don't get me wrong, it's helped me get the goal, but it's ridiculous. This has been a problem since the base game got released. And why is it still an issue? Tying the ball perfectly, man gets him on, but why is Joe Lumley standing in his 6-yard area like a lemming? Come out and shut the angle down. You might still not make the save, but at least you'll make it harder for the forward. How have EA not fixed that yet? It's ridiculous. I have said this so many times. I'm very fair with EA. I'm not going to be hypercritical for the sake of being hypercritical. And I will defend them when they've actually done quite well. Oh, there's Onuachu, who I think is going to tear up the Championship next season, by the way, if he decides to stay with Southampton. Hits the post. But I will criticise them when they deserve criticism. It's not always, but for moments like that, they definitely deserve to be criticised. Because how have they not fixed that? They've known about that bug since the base game. How have they not improved goalkeeper intelligence yet? So second half, just getting underway. We're still leading by 1. Had a warning sign, flashed on our goal by Onuachu. Thankfully, Woodwork struck, but didn't creep in. And as things stand, this is going to be one of the 3 wins we will need to survive. And I said it. This is why I wasn't panicking. I wasn't panicking on the back of the loss to Liverpool. Wasn't panicking going bottom of the table. It's incredibly tight. It's incredibly congested. And again, there's winnable games. This is the most winnable. And that's why I'm not surprised. It probably will be a win. That would surely have wrapped it up. Akoli wins the header. El Khanous flicks it back. But we're not sitting on this 1 goal lead. We're going for a second. It's only a matter of time. Great ball through. Durasimmi. Come on. And the double makes it 2. Brilliant through ball. Once again, timing the balls through to him today brilliantly. And Leicester go 2 up. It's going to be yours, Justin. Well in, mate. And a possible chance here for a third late. Oh, today, the through balls have been absolutely phenomenal. Shame about the finishing there with Vardy. But as Joe Lumley catches the rebound, that'll probably do it. I have to say, as pleased as I am to get the win there, and end the winless run after England's 6 games, we should have won this by more. And because of how tight it is, it may well come down to goal difference. It's a huge 3 points. It's expected. It's good to get it. But a missed opportunity too. We should have added to the goal difference here. Still off the bottom, that's the most important thing as Ipswich drop into 20th place, and I'd say probably now going down. But heading into the following games, Ayew is going to join Leeds. Nottingham Forest away at the City Ground. 3 of our remaining 4 are away from home, and we've only won 1 away game in the Premier League all season long. It's safe to say I'm not feeling overly confident in this one. Really tough one. Nottingham Forest away at the City Ground. Not going for the Champions League like in real life, but still a far stronger side than ours, and I'd certainly take a point here to at least move us closer to Fulham. Come on, the Foxes. I always wonder sometimes whether a team would rather their rivals stay up than get relegated just so they can play against them the following season again. Like, you know, would Liverpool fans want Everton to... Oh, I thought that went in. Everton to stay up this year, so that means they could have more battles, you know. I'm thinking of bottom 3 right now, and I guess, you know, this is the case. You know, would Forest this year in real life have wanted Leicester to survive so they would have more East Midlands derbies next season? You know, it's an interesting one. It's an interesting one because you might not like your rivals, but you do like playing them. And goes right, attacking on the left-hand side. Wout comes across. Oh, come on, Man City. How on earth do you not beat Southampton? Mateta once again goes close and hits the woodwork. That'll do it for the half. And right now, I think just grind out the 0-0. Grind out the 0-0, put an extra point on the board, and hope that might be enough. Sometimes being a bit too conservative can come back to bite you in the backside, and not being brave enough can end up costing you in the long run. But sometimes you just need to know if a point is a good result, especially when you've been under the cosh for the majority of the game like we have here. 25 to go. It's all hands on deck from here. Just got to grind this out. There's El Khanous finds and Diddy, although to be fair, if I can slide through Durasimmi through the gap here, Rafiu to give us the lead against the run of play! Rafiu Durasimmi with his 3rd in 2 games and possibly biggest of the season. Leicester in front, but what are the limbs? What is that? We've just got a goal up away against our East Midlands rivals in a must-win contest against the run of play, and they're just standing there going, yeah, well done. Well done, Rafiu. Nice finish, son. Nice finish. This ain't tennis! Well, that is definitely going to go down as the final whistle gets blown as one of the wins of this season. Under pressure for the majority of the game, particularly in the first half. Only getting 1 chance, taking 1 shot and scoring 1 goal. I've just AI'd the AI. Back-to-back victories. Only our 2nd away day win of the season in the Premier League. And Leicester are out of the bottom 3 with 3 to play. Destiny in our own hands. Let's jump out of that game into the next this one as well, following contest, the penultimate away day of the season, Wolves away at Molineux, where if we win, I would say now, 2 of our final 3, that's definitely guaranteed. We'll be staying in the Premier League. Let's get one of those 2 here, and 3 wins in a row for the first time all season long. Come on, the Foxes. This is the time now. This is the time. Yeah, 37 minutes to go. Being very careful in this game. Very careful indeed. Not putting too many blue shirts forward. And with Newcastle now 2-0 up here against Ipswich, that should do it now. Ipswich are all but going down. And I think actually mathematically they will be relegated if that result stays the same there. So when we host them in the next one, we should be able to beat them with them having nothing to play for. And so a point in this game and a point on the final day against Bournemouth, 5 points total. That will surely all but do it. We've got to see out here. Here's Marshall Minetti coming forward for Wolves. Looking for space. Oh, and puts it just wide. So just brought on Vardy for the final 10 minutes. Is there a bit of Jamie Vardy housery left in him in the final few to give us what would be a priceless win? And for the first time all season long, 3 Premier League victories in a row. Oliver skipped to Koulibaly. Oh, go for a diagonal there with Vardy, couldn't do so. It's alright, it's okay. Keep holding the ball. There's Fatawu. There's Koulibaly down the flank. He's on. Tariq, you can keep your arm if you want. He's definitely on. Vardy's in the middle! It's vintage Vardy! Does it again! Hands to the ears, saying I can't hear you Wolves fans, but I can hear. And why aren't there limbs in the away end? EA, please work on the crowd reactions, man, please. Sometimes they're good, other times they are trash. We've just won it out of death. And our 3rd victory in a row in the Premier League for the first time all season long. And there's nothing other than light applause. Come on. 2 to play. Just got to grind it out. Might as well stay with me for it as well. Marshall Minetti for Wolves, coming forward, dinks it through, keeps well in, Mads. Hits the deck, and that will do it. Come on! Jamie Vardy having a party, as are Leicester. 3 straight clean sheets, 3 straight wins. I said 3 wins might well keep us up. We've got them done with 2 games to spare. It's not definitely over, but it's certainly close to it. I don't believe it. We're back in the bottom 3. We're back in the bottom 3, so simulating through. Fulham just beat Brentford in a West London derby, so we're back in the bottom 3 on gold. I can't, we just had 3 straight wins, and we're back in the relegation zone. This is just how tight it is. But heading into this penultimate game of the season, final home game, Ipswich were rock bottom and now mathematically relegated as well. This should be a banker, but after 3 straight wins, surely we're not going to win 5 straight to end the season, but it should be 4 straight here. Tractor boys, even a point will see us leapfrog the bottom 3 heading into the final day by a point, but this will be a massive missed opportunity if we don't collect all 3. Kieran McKenna's side, they're going down, but are they going to drag us down with them? Our final home game here. Can you imagine if we lose this game? I mean, seriously, because I was going to say there's no way. I can't see us beating... Oh, what a ball. Oh, I thought I turned it on way too early. I can't see us beating Bournemouth on match day 38 with Ipswich already relegated. I mean, we're kind of seeing it this year in real life, aren't we, the bottom 3? They've lost all hope, haven't they? After Ipswich got beat by Wolves in that comeback win last weekend, the other 2 kind of just gave up, didn't they? Southampton with the loss, guaranteed to be relegated, and of course Leicester on Monday night were just very, I think just defeated really before a ball was even kicked against Newcastle. But again, with Ipswich down, that's what I'm expecting from them in this game. Casey, well in. I'm a fan of this kid, I must say. The young Irish international. As he looks to skip away, and does, and offload to Ndidi. And 2 of the Leicester long servants. Oh, come on! Combined for the second, Wilfred Ndidi to Jamie Vardy, 2 in 2 for the veteran. And I was thinking, is he going to be staying for 1 more year here? I think these 2 goals might well convince him to run it back for 1 last dance. Leicester in a double right before the break, as we expected. Ipswich already thrown in a white towel, and we're going to go 3 points clear heading into the final day. There's been some amazing great escapes in the Premier League over the past few decades. I don't know whether this would be up there as one of the absolute best. It would certainly be close, but as well, you've got to do it first, obviously. Well, you've got to do it first, son. As Liam Delap gets the Tractor Boys 1 back. West Brom's, of course, probably the most memorable of the lot, but even so, 2-1, this game's not done. Don't throw it away, mate. You're not there yet. I think one of the most underrated Great Escapes of all time is Sunderland's under Gus Poyet. Anyone remember that? It's I'm sure a fond memory that Black Cats fans remember. It was an incredible late run to survival. I don't know whether this escape will be spoken about in the same breath, but let's just say hopefully my managerial career has a bit more substance than Gus Poyet's. Anyway, Casey McAteer levels one. Oh, what a goal! Looking like Declan Rice against Real Madrid. No goals in the Premier League all season long, and then scores 2 absolute belters. What a strike from the young Irishman. 2-goal lead restored, and 3 points surely remaining at the King Power. Just had to look up what Gus Poyet's doing now. I had absolutely no idea. He was a good player back in his day. Spurs fans will remember, very good player. And yeah, he's in Japan right now. He's managing in the J-League. And before that, he had a stint with Bordeaux, very short-lived. He was in charge of Greece for a couple of years. I didn't know that. And, well, hopefully Doxy will putting a Poyet and keeping his weak side in the Premier League. But will we throw this away? 5 to play. You might as well stay with me. Amari Hutchinson, the ex-Chelsea man, gets Ipswich back in the game again. Defense poor tonight, but thankfully I don't think it's going to matter. I'm just going to pass this game out here. Pass the game out. As Ipswich Town, who will already be relegated and already have been relegated, were almost going to drag us down with them. But instead, no, just passing the ball around. Game management, that is going to do it. And Leicester City will get their 4th victory in a row going into the final day against Bournemouth. We made hard work of it, but we got it regardless. The Foxes need just 1 more point in 1 more game to cement Premier League football. So this is it, absolute carnage heading into the final day, where as you can see, anyone from Wolves in 14th to Fulham in 18th could well take that 3rd and final relegation spot available, with Southampton and Ipswich down on the final day. We're in 16th and 3 clear of Marco Silva's side, so all we need mathematically is a point. But Wolves, Everton, us, West Ham and Fulham all involved on the final day, with 5 teams aiming to stay away from that one unlucky relegation place. Bournemouth, nothing to play for on the final day away to Vitality, so... And Donny, if you don't mind, let me just get 1 point here, and that will guarantee Premier League football. I feel confident. Let's go get it done. Premier League football on the line, where all we need is a draw. Come on, the Foxes. Fulham have Man City. Wolves have got Brentford. Oh, what a save, Keeps. And he couldn't stop the rebound. West Ham have got Wolves have got Ipswich, I think. I can't remember, to be honest, but I say it all the time, when it's a case like this, it doesn't matter who the other teams have got, mate. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Do your job, you'll be surviving, but not the start we wanted. 9 minutes in, Evan Nilsson with a goal. I really wish EA would improve these final day moments, though, because why can't they just put league tables on the screen with the goal updates constantly changing it so we know who's doing what, what's happening because of who's doing what. At the moment, we're playing blind. Yeah, we might not need any points on the final day, but I don't want to leave that to chance. Oh dear, we might have to leave it to chance because we're going to go 2-0 down. No, we're not. Amanson with the save. Not quite the style you're hoping for. Under the cosh early here against a Bournemouth side with, again, nothing to play for whatsoever. And again, we don't need to win. We don't need to win. A draw is just as good as a win. That will guarantee safety. Playing like this, we're not going to get a chance. Forward that point. Until we do! El Canoes with the leveller. Only I think his 2nd or 3rd goal of the year, but a crucial one. Fox's draw level. 37 minutes on the clock. Still tied at 1-1. And again, this will do it. A draw is as good as a win. Ah. But we might not even get it. Ilya Zamani, the Ukrainian, gives Bournemouth the lead again. But for Hermansen, he's had more clean sheets than most goalkeepers this year in the Premier League this season, but he's dropped ahead of a few clangers, and that's another one there as well. He's been really poor on corners, I've noticed, and that's another goal that should not have gone in. As good as he's been, he's had a lot of mistakes, and that one might prove to be absolutely catastrophic. Half an hour to go, still down by 1. Again, we might still stay up even with a loss, but I don't want to leave it to chance. However, we will be doing so now. Hermansen makes a great save there. I can't blame him for that one. Uwatara turns in a rebound, and with 27 minutes to go, I'm going to be looking at Pep Guardiola and saying, please don't have absolutely dropped the ball away against Fulham. Steffi Mavididi is denied, and I think this is over. Our final game after winning 4 straight is going to end in loss. Still down by 2. I'm not sure we've got it in us to get back in this one. 5 minutes to go, and it's now or never for the Foxes. We need 2 goals in these last few minutes. Need a Man City versus QPR-esque finish here. But unfortunately, I've not got Sergio Aguero in my team. And Jamie Vardy scored a hell of a lot of goals in the Premier League. I don't think he's going to get one on the final day either, as that is going to do it. El Kanous back to Ndidi. He'll feed it through to Durasimmi, and he will get one back, but it's too late. It's far too late. Bournemouth time wasting. They want me down, but it's going to be too late. I might be celebrating on the sidelines, but hopefully that's just because I've heard in my radio that Man City have beaten Fulham, because that's the only way we will be surviving, or at least if Fulham didn't win. That's it. It's over. Bournemouth have won. Leicester have lost, but have they lost their status as a Premier League team? We're going to find out together. This is it, the most tense moment I've had on FC 25. Oh no, it's over. I was looking for it. I was like, where are Fulham? Where are Fulham? It was the first game. It didn't matter. Come on. Leicester survived despite loss. And West Ham must have lost as well, because they finished below us too. So that is that. And there you go. So the final Premier League table, and the Gunners did it. Unbeaten all season long. I kept tabs on them all the way through. I thought surely they'd drop points at some point, but no, a better record than their one back in 2004. 100 points, 31 wins, 7 draws, and 0 losses, as Arteta bests Arsenal for an even better, invincible Premier League title. Liverpool second, Man City third, Newcastle fourth, and Spurs in fifth. Brighton sixth, Chelsea seventh, and Aston Villa eighth. And the top 10 wrapped up by Manchester United and Brentford. In the bottom 3 in the end, then it stayed as it was heading into the final day. Fulham down alongside Southampton and Ipswich, and despite being the league's lowest scorers by 2, Leicester stay in the Premier League. Sorry, league's lowest scorers by 2. Mate, we're the league's lowest scorers by about 15 goals, son. But anyway, player of the season was Kai Havertz, who was second in scoring this year with Martinelli leading the way. The top 5, all Arsenal, Man City, how about that? As Nicholas Jackson won the assist title this year. And as for the Golden Glove, we might have dropped some clangers, but he did end up winning it for us. It's too easy for your goalkeeper to win the Golden Glove, isn't it? Mads Hermansen with 11 in 38. The team of the season was all Liverpool and Arsenal, apart from one lone, Ollie Watkins. As for some other competitions this season, well, in the League Cup, I briefly touched on it in the last episode, Chelsea were Carabao Cup winners by beating Southampton in the final 3-1. They, of course, knocked us out in the FA Cup, but they themselves were knocked out in the semis by Manchester City, who faced Newcastle in the final and overcame Eddie Howe's side by 1-0. And as for the European competitions, well, of course, we're a long way off this, but it was Fiorentina this year beating the Danish side FC Copenhagen by 3-0 to win the Europa Conference League. And as for the Europa League, 2 English sides made the semis, but neither made the final, and in the end Lazio beat Fenerbahce by 2-1 to win this year's Europa League. And as for the Champions League, well, of course, we saw some thrilling first legs this week, didn't we? And in Europe's premier competition, it was a Man City Bayern Munich final, or it was Pep Guardiola's former team beating his current side. The Germans running out winners in a 5-goal thriller, 3-2 Champions League final. And I've decided from now on I'm not going to show the other leagues around the world, because it just takes too long to get through them, really. But as for the Championship, well, will we see these two get promoted in real life? I guess we'll see Leeds and Burnley back in the Premier League. And as for the playoffs, it'll be Middlesbrough, Norwich, Luton and West Brom to see who will be joining them in the Premier League next season. So that's a wrap for our first season at the King Power Stadium then, and my goodness what a difficult first season it was, as we were expecting, to be fair. Realistic, exactly what we were looking for, a good challenge, but just about pulling it out right towards the end after 4 wins in a row heading into what was that final day defeat to Bournemouth. For the new season though, there's no doubt about it. I mean, this Leicester team, it needs blowing up. Like, let's just be totally honest here. This is not a good group of players who are very unlucky. It's a side that definitely needs a rebuild. I think Leicester fans would agree with that. that in real life as well. There is some talent here. I'd like to keep Mads Hermansen after winning the Golden Glove, but I guess we'll see if we'll be able to, or if big clubs will come sniffing for our Dane between the sticks. Christiansen as well. I'd like to keep him at left back as well and have a really good Dane in our back line too. But there's a lot of players to be going. We've got too many old players here as well. You know, Yannick Vestergaard, Connor Cody, obviously Jordan Ayew and Ricardo Pereira are both about to go. But, you know, Jamie Vardy's now 38. I will give him a 1-year extension just for the vibes, but it's got to get younger. There's a lot of players in their late 20s or in their 30s. We've got to rebuild this team with young talent. There's no doubt about it. Whilst we will keep a few players for next season, of course, and I'm quite excited about the loan players we got out on loan as well, including Michael Golding and Cellier. We do need to blow this team up. Thankfully, we should be able to keep hold of the good youngsters like El Canous and Durasimi, who came in for a great debut season too. But whilst we only made 3 signings in the 2 transfer windows this season, Season 2, we are definitely going to blow the team up, no doubt about it. Too many old players, too many players with not a long-term future here. Jamie Vardy, I mean, he's just going down so quickly, man. No, I am going to give him 1 more year. If he agrees to a rotational squad striker role, I will give him 1 more year. But for sure, whilst there is a bit of quality here, including Durasimi, whose goals this season kept us in the Premier League, we need a major rebuild for Season 2, no doubt about that. But thank you for watching the finale and Season 1, guys. Much love to you all, and I'll see you for a next episode, which will be a brand new season, the 2nd year at the King Power, just about staying in the Premier League. But if you are going to make progression, we need a lot of change to our team in the transfer window. Have a fantastic day. Much love to you all, and I'll see you for a brand new season of the Realistic Career Mode very soon.